Now, what do you think the best method to get to $1 million in retirement funds, and then we can live off the passive income or from the yield or from the dividends, whatever it is? So in this video, I'm going to talk about how I'm planning to get $1 million, and I will use two vehicles. I'm going to show you later what vehicles they are. Now, let me update my Royal Q first. You can see on my phone right now, today I make $7.079633, and I just added $300. So let me pull it down. Instead of 4,000, you can see for crypto trading bot, it's kind of earning me around 0.1, 0.5%. And if we multiply this using a calculator, right, let's just use 0.1% to be conservative. Okay, I don't like exaggerated number, I just want to be conservative. You can see at least, very least, we are earning like 3% return on investment every month with this crypto trading bot. Now, if you are new to this channel, you can click on my playlist right here. Okay, click on my playlist and then go to Royal Q. I explain to you everything, how I start the journey from day one. Now, as you can see, we are kind of making 0.1%, okay, out of our return of investment. I know some people from circles or from other people who are referring you to the bot, maybe they say you can make 20-30% a month. That is kind of like in a very a bull market side. It is possible to make 20-30% return, but what I'm seeing now in the bear market is around 0.1 to 0.5% in the bear market. I don't know what if in the bull market. Maybe you can stick around to this channel to see what's going to happen next month, next 3 months, next 6 months. Now, before we go to how to make $1 million in passive income, okay, first we're gonna talk about funds, okay, like index fund or something. I hope you have some basic understanding already in investing, so I don't have to go from zero here. Now, let me show you a chart right here from my country, okay, my country index fund. So these are basically investing in stock of my country top 30, okay, top 30 best companies in my country. And you will see, let me use a ruler here and we can see from 2012, you can see right there 2012 up until now 2020, which is 10 years already, it's only making like 40% gain. Look at it, 40% gain for the last 10 years. If I were to put my money in my country index funds, okay, these are the best top 30 companies in my country. Back then, I didn't know that I can invest in S&P 500, which is the list of best companies, top 500 companies of the world. Okay, it's not just my country but of the world, like Facebook, we have Google, Tesla, Meta. It's not Facebook anymore, it's Meta, and a lot more companies out there like Amazon and stuff, right? And those companies, just S&P 500, you will see for the last 10 years, 11, 12 years, you can see right here. Look at the change here. 300%. 300%, which is a lot more than this one, like 40%. So it's around 8 times, right? 8 times. So from here on, I decided to, okay, I'm gonna dump, I'm gonna stop investing my money into my country index fund, because why would I put in a 40% gain compared to this one, 320% gain, which is 8 times better, right? Why would I go here if I can go here, right, to the S&P 500? So I would rather invest to this one because it's much better, Now, if you see on my phone, let me show you my old data here of, I still do have, some money in my country index funds. You can see on my phone, I put like around $300 there. As you can see, it's still floating loss, 3%. Okay, it's not just crypto have floating loss. Even if you put in stocks, you have floating loss. Okay, we are talking about something long term, okay, for retirement fund. We're not talking about short term. If you place short term, you should be investing in bonds or in the money market funds or liquid funds. Okay, these are a short term period of time. These funds are suitable for investor with a low risk appetite, okay, who are looking at parking their surplus funds over a short term. If you want to put a short term, put it in like bonds or money market funds. But long term, no, not good, man. You're gonna lose your money just from inflation rate, right? If inflation rate is like 4% to 6% now a year, if you put your money in savings account, it's even worse. You are losing money every year, right? That's what we learn. That's what I learned after putting my money inside the savings account for the last 5 to 6 years. I just losing money. There's maintenance fee, there are blah blah blah, and there are inflation rate. Stuff are gonna get more expensive year after year. So now you already see the comparison here with my country index fund and the S&P 500. Even Warren Buffett actually advised newbie investor, if you don't want to invest in a startups company and if you don't want to have too much headache, put it in S&P 500 and you're good to go for the rest of your life. Especially if you are still young. There is even this guy who is recommending S&P 500. I'll put a video right here.
Charlie Munger was asked at one of the Berkshire annual meetings by a young man, how can I get rich? And Munger's response was very simple. He said, if you consistently spend less than you earn and invest it in index funds, dollar cost average, because you're putting in money every paycheck. Mm-hmm. He said that in about 20, 30 or 40 years, you can't help but be rich. It's just bound to happen. And so any individual investor, if they just put away 5, 10, 15% of their income every month, and they just bought into the low-cost index funds, and just 2 or 3 of them, just split it amongst them, you're done. There's nothing else to be done. Now, if you go to active managers, the stats are pretty clear. 80 to 90% of active managers underperform the indices. But even the 10 or 20% who do, only 1 in 200 managers outperforms the index consistently by more than 3% a year. So the chances that an individual investor will find someone who'll beat the index by more than 3% a year is less than 1%. It's 0.5%. So it's not worth playing that game.
And in terms of index funds, S&P 500?
I'd say Vanguard is a great way to go. I think you could do S&P 500 index, you could do the Russell 2000, and if you wanted to, you could do an emerging market index. But I think if you just blend those three, 1/3 each, you're done. And if you're in your 20s and you start doing this, you don't need to even go into bonds and other things. You can just do this for a long time and you'll be fine.
So as you can see, S&P 500 probably the best route for beginners who don't really need to learn about technical analysis or fundamentals. Just put the money in there and that's good to go. And now let's compare with Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. Look at Bitcoin, man. For the last 10 years, which is similar time, look at it, 16,000%. 16,000%. 40% for the last 10 years, 300%, 16,000%. Insane, right? It's like, what? Look at this. I'm not even putting at the top here. I'm putting at the bottom now, which is we are in the support level now. If I were to put this from here to here, it's like 58,000. Look at it, 58,000 to 60,000%. Okay, let's just be conservative. Let's put right here 30. Let's say just 38,000%. Insane. Look at the difference, man. Right, 38,000 divided by for S&P 500 like 300. So if we divide it by 300, it's like 1 to 126 ratio. It's crazy. So this is gonna be my go-to investment vehicle, right? S&P 500 and crypto. So we're gonna put this, not really Bitcoin, you know, I'm gonna play with other coins, but generally Bitcoin is the mother, so a lot of the coins will follow the mother, and then the father is probably gonna be Ethereum. You know, it's gonna be fun. Definitely this is, you know, blockchain technology. Nobody's gonna stop it. The government cannot stop it. Nobody's going to stop it because it's just technology. You know, your phone, you couldn't touchscreen the phone like 10 to 20 years ago. Now you can touchscreen this phone. And in fact, you are watching this video 20 years ago, there is no way me and you can connect online. We didn't even have internet back then, okay? So this is a very wonderful time to learn the new technology and, you know, park our money somewhere that is going to earn us the most money. But before that, before the most money, okay, the most yield or return is that the safest. Okay, safety comes first. It's not about the reward. Okay, you get it backwards. You need to ask for about the safety first, then the reward. There is no use if you make $1 million tomorrow and then the next day it's gone, right? It's better to be safe, especially if you are young, because, you know, just be safe. Times is on our side. So in this channel, I will just want to put this. Okay, this is my plan for this channel. I'm planning to deposit $1,000 every month to S&P 500 and to crypto. Okay, so two vehicles. I want to see which one gonna get me to $1 million the fastest. Is it gonna be crypto or is it gonna be S&P 500? You might know the answer already, but it's fine. This is just an experiment, and it is very fun to do it. So every month I will show you, I will invest in the beginning of the month. Okay, I will invest in S&P 500 and I will invest in Binance, and we're gonna look at our portfolio together. You can do the same, whatever it is, but this is not a financial advice. Basically, we're gonna use this compound interest calculator. You can just Google it. There are plenty of them. You know, these are the two best ones. So let's say we're gonna start from 0, and the interest rate, let's say 10%. We're gonna talk about S&P 500 first, okay? Which is roughly, this is in Vanguard though, the Vanguard 500 index fund. Okay, it doesn't matter, it's very similar. So generally in 1 year it's around like 20% on average. For the last 5 years, again, it's 20% on average. Again, we're gonna be conservative. We're gonna put 10%, just 10%. How long I will put? 23 years. The compound interval is yearly. Okay, and then every month I will deposit $1,000, and this is in the beginning of the month, and then press on calculate, and you will see $1 million. So we will get $1 million if we deposit $1,000 every month for 23 years, and if it gives us 10% return on investment every month. And you will see the projection breakdown here. You can even go monthly. You can see every month what's gonna happen. So you will see right here every month what's going to happen, and all the way to 23 years to eventually get $1 million. Let's use 20%. Okay, instead of 10%, we're gonna use 20%, and we'll see what's gonna happen if we put 20%. $4 million, guys. $4 million if we invest it for 23 years, and we can see actually it take us only 17 years. Oh no, it actually take us only 16 years to get $1 million. Instead of 23 years, if we have 20% return every year, it's gonna be 16 years instead of 23 years. 16 years, not bad to get $1 million. Let's say in crypto now, let's assume conservative number, 3% a month. Okay, we play in spot trading, so there's no liquidation, very safe. 3% a month multiplied by 12 months in a year, so 36%. Instead of 20, let's put 36%. And I think it's gonna be less than 10 years. So we're gonna calculate it. Oh, in fact, it's gonna be like 11 years. No, it's not 10 years. So instead of 16 years, if everything goes smoothly, it's gonna be 11 years. Only take us 11 years to get to financial independence. Not freedom, okay, independent for me. This is my number, because I already calculate my number. If I make $1 million, if I have $1 million, and I will just take 4%, right? Let's say I have $1 million every year. So, I will just take 4%, man, every year. $40,000. And if we divide by 12 months, so every month, I have $3,000 passive income. This is more than enough. I think even if I have a family, this would be enough. If not, just double it. Just double the money, 2 million. So 6,000 something. So this is a very conservative one, 11 years to retire. Why not? It's a good deal, right? And of course, the rule of retirement is don't lose your money. That's very important. And don't die. If you die, you cannot enjoy your retirement, man. And then, let's put a good number. Okay, people are saying like 10% a month. Let's use 10% a month on crypto. So if we are making 10% a month, 12 months is gonna be 120%. Correct? So if we calculate this, how long is it gonna take us to $1 million? And look at this, guys. It's like, what? Insane, right? Just look at this. $96 million if the interest rate is 120% a year. Crazy. Look at the money, man. It's just like unreal. Right? Unreal. It only take us 6 years to get to $1 million here. 6 years. If we are getting consistently 10% return every month, how about 5%? Let's just use 5%. 5% multiplied by 12, 60. So let's put 60 instead. You can play around with this. It's very fun. $4 million, 8 years. There we go. This is like achievable, right? Achievable. The APY. Some of you might think, man, that's 60% APY. That's like impossible, bro. Like, what do you mean? How is it possible? Well, the only way to know if it's possible or not is to subscribe to this channel and watch this happening, okay? I will put everything in here and we will calculate everything and see what's going to happen. Okay, make sure you subscribe to this channel if you want a real talk about retirement with crypto. 10% a month. You even just use 5%. It's like 0.2 multiplied by 30. 6% times 12. 72% a year. Let's see monthly. What's gonna happen monthly if we put like 5% monthly and compound interval is monthly. I want to see what's gonna happen here. $13 million. How about yearly compound interval? $4 million. That is amazing, right? I just punching some number for you guys. Maybe you guys want to rethink what you're going to do with this. And yeah, definitely guys, stick around with this channel. I'm gonna show you a lot more things coming up. This is gonna be our long-term gameplay, and we will see how it unfolds together, and we'll try my best, okay, to save money. I will not spend my money on stupid shit because I used to, whenever I make like 1K, I will just spend that 1K on party, go hang out with chicks and something, buy stupid stuff. Even my phone, you can see my phone. Can you see it? It's like cracking, bro. Can you see the phone here? It's like cracking. This phone is like $300. $300. Is it correct? Let me multiply by my currency. Yeah, this phone is like $300. I don't buy iPhone, bro. I save my money. I have my money, right? You saw my balance inside Binance. I could have bought an iPhone, but I don't. And I could eat fancy food every day, but I don't. I eat very cheap food. I eat like, the foods that I eat is only $1, $2. I don't even buy sweet drinks. And I really save my money unless I need some gears like this microphone, laptop for my work, then I buy it. And the other things, I just save my money until we reach this goal to $1 million. Okay, until we reach this goal, then I'm gonna use the money to spend it. Okay, spend the unearned money and invest your earned money. Okay, if you want to spend money, spend the money coming from the passive income. Okay, not active income, passive income. That's the wise way to spend money, because look at my friends. I have a lot of friends. They just complaining every day like, why we have to keep working, why we don't have money. They just don't have money because every time they get their salary, they use them all, they blow it off, they buy iPhone. My friend, they have 2 phones. I don't know why they don't even use 2 phones. It's just like a double standard, right? Why would you buy 2 phones when you don't really use them? And they buy expensive watches. They don't save money, they don't invest money, and when shit happens, they're gonna blame everybody except themselves. Okay, so I hope this channel can be an education. I don't really want to say investment or whatever it is. I just want it to be education and documentary for my own investment strategy. I don't really want it to be whatever it is. I just want to have fun, okay, this channel. I don't want to stress it too much. I don't really want to play with, shit coins. I do play with shit coins sometimes, but I don't put a lot of money in there. I just put very little money. But definitely, guys, this is what our goal going forward. I will promise myself, and I will promise you, I will show you every month we're gonna put 1K, 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 okay? And we're gonna compare the two together and see which one gonna reach 1 million the fastest. And hopefully I don't die, hit by a car or, airplane crash or something. And hopefully this keep going, okay, guys? And yeah, please like this video and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.